Welcome back. So this week, I've been home from work sick, and I think I'm actually probably more sick in the head than anything else. Because what I've done with my spare time is sat and stared at these two guns a whole lot. And what I've come up with is the fact that, aesthetically speaking, I don't like this orange T2 being here, and I have this tan T2 right here that would look fantastic on top of this. Now this is my Geissele 14.5 Super Duty. I love to shoot it. It's one of my favorite guns to shoot. This is my Sons of Liberty Gunworks Mark 1, the most controversial gun in the world right now. So this is my contract gun that I absolutely love. Now, I'm just in one of those moods where I just feel like swipping and swapping some things around for nothing other than aesthetics, and because, well, it's gonna make me shoot better. Now, I had this Mark 1, let me get this out of the way. I had this Mark 1 custom cerekoted by my buddy Matt over at Coffin Coatings. Now he did this amazing Cerakote job. He did the whole gun. I'm talking, he did the light. He did this custom etching work in the front of it with my little hard reset gator. We out here in Florida, so it's gators only. He did the optic, even laser etched back into it, everything. Just cause I kinda always liked the look of a Knight's gun, how they're just dunked in that tan. I love it. So that's what he did. Now, I've loved it for a while, and I think it's just time to switch it up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this T2, this tan T2, off of this, and I'm gonna put it on top of this Night Force, and take this orange T2 and just stow it away for a rainy day. Now I got this OD green EOTech from my local gun shop, favorite gun shop in the world, Bang Guns in Spring Hill, Florida. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that on here. Now, since I'm kind of veering away from the fact that the whole thing's gonna be Knight's tan at this point, let's just get real sick in the head with it and take this custom Cerakoted Mark 1 and do the Forbidden with it. And let me show you what I mean. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Matt, I'm sorry. So we're gonna switch some optics around, and we're gonna spray paint my custom Cerakoted Mark 1. At least if you're not good at shooting and you don't know where you are and you don't know what the hell is going on, at least look cool doing it. So spray paint it is. Let's get this optic off, and let's go ahead and switch these around first. Let's do that. All right, let's get this orange T2 off of there. This little Klein kit is the best thing in the world if you're not an absolute FUD and require specific tools made by firearms manufacturers. I'm gonna go ahead and time loop this. Time loop? That's not it. You know what I mean. I'm gonna speed this up, starting now. All right, so now that we got everything off, I got my custom cerekoted T2 off. I got my orange Aimpoint H2 off. I'm gonna save this. I got a plan for this. I'm gonna put it somewhere where it's gonna look a little more appropriate, but I don't have what I want yet. I know what I'm gonna do with it, but I don't have anything else for it as far as the rifle and mounting solution and so on and so forth. So we're gonna save this for a rainy day, throw that in the bin of spare stuff. And we're gonna take this tan T2 and we're gonna put it up here where it looks much more fitting. The whole color scheme is gonna match way better. It's gonna look way better. It's gonna make me a way better shooter in general. So let's go ahead and let's fire this up. Let's get this mounted up. Another time loop. Here we go. Way more better. Dang, I'm used to that crazy color being up there for so long. That looks way nicer. I'm way more happy with that. I only have this bipod. Don't chill out. Just cause I go shoot at some outdoor range every now and again and they don't let you stand up cause they're so lame. So I gotta sit there and rather dicking around with the bag and stuff, I just set the old bipod up and just give her the old shping bang. So go light on me, all right? That's way nicer. I like the way that looks. I don't know, tell me what you think. Leave a comment. Did you like the crazy orange? Or do you like that? It matches a little better. It's a little sportier of a look, you know what I mean? Just, this looks like you could, I don't know, put it in a glass case. Fairly Gucci. All right, let's piss people off. Let's go ahead and take our custom cerekoted Mark 1 and I'm probably gonna pull the light off of it. I don't think I'm gonna paint the light. I'm gonna leave that alone. But let's go ahead and tape it up and spray paint this thing. Damn it, man. That's so scary. Yeah, I'm doing it anyways, whatever. Here we go. If you've never spray painted your rifle before, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give you a quote unquote demonstration, I guess, of how you're gonna do that. Basically, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape off the trigger. I'm gonna tape off the muzzle device. With this one, I'm probably gonna try and slide something in here. I'm probably gonna like wrap a garbage bag around it and protect the whole barrel. That's like unnecessary, but I'm just gonna do it just for the sake of doing it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cover up the dust cover because I had my brand's logo, or not logo, but just my brand's name etched into the dust cover. I'm probably gonna take the front of the mag well where I had my custom laser engraving done of my gator. I'll probably cover that up with a little piece of tape or something. And forward assist, I'll probably wrap around that. And then, I don't know, I'll probably blast all that. And I'll blast over this too. That way I can probably peel the sticker off and have that just painted in there at this point. Because right now this is just a sticker. But anyways, all right, let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's get the light off, let's get it taped up, and let's go blast this thing. And oh God, here we go. All right, so I realized I was out of tape, so I had to go run to the store and grab some more. So I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna tape off that trigger right now. This is so, like, This is way too expensive of a gun for me to just be spray painting with Rust-Oleum. Like I've done a bunch of these. All right, I was out of tape, so I had to go get some more. This is way too expensive of a gun for me to be spray painting. I've done a bunch of these, but like they're always on like my Aero Precision, you know, 10.5 guns, which, you know, are good guns, but they didn't cost what this one did. I don't even want to say. You all know. You know what they cost. I don't want to talk about it. I will never financially recover. All right, trigger's taped off. I'm gonna do the forward assist just because you don't really have to, but I like to. Just in case, you know what I mean? You ever want to push it, there's no tomfoolery going on in there, clearance issue wise or whatever kind of stupidness. I'm not trying to get real precise with it either. Just, you know, you don't have to. Shoot, I mean, I took the optic off, I took the light off. I'm not doing any of that. What else do I even really need to do? Just don't shoot it up in the magwell like an idiot, you know what I mean? Some people will cover up the Picatinny rail. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not about to blast paint like hard on this thing, you know what I mean? Ooh, I know what I would need to do. I'm gonna cover up, take this thin stuff, I'm gonna cover up my little brand name on the dust cover, a little hard to reach that words. Let's cover that up. Let's do that. It's looking like it's gonna rain out there. I wish the sun would come back out a little bit. Make this thing dry a little faster when I shoot it with Rust-Oleum. Like an idiot. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to apologize to my homie Matt, but I'm gonna do it again right now. Sorry, Matt. This was a like a 10, like Cody anodized Mark 1 when I first bought it. I know he was like having a hard time even blasting tanadized to even do this with it. Now I'm like just got to spray paint over it. He's gonna be like, dude, this kid is so stupid. I'm never doing any work for him again. Like I said, I think I'm more sick in the head sorry, that I am like that in real life. I'm gonna be a weirdo. Just cover up the rubber on my butt pad a little bit. Normally I probably wouldn't do this. I would just, you know, not do this, but I'm doing this, so whatever. Little sping boom on the back, bing ding. Now, if you guys are gonna do this with yours, with your, you know, whatever it is that y'all got, and y'all leave the optics on, that's fine. Just make sure, you know, I'm not doing this one because this is what I'm gonna put on it. I have a Unity fast mount coming for it. Bump it up to 226 because I have a magnifier on a Unity fast mount for 226 because I had it sitting behind my T2 on my castle mount. Yada, 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 doesn't matter. But anyways, I'm not gonna, usually I will paint my optics, but this is an OD green, like from factory EOTech, and I'm just gonna leave that alone. So I'm probably gonna favor greens and browns on this. That way it'll match. And I really would like for my, I wish that Unity Fast Mount would get here soon, because I mean, obviously, like, I don't know. This looks like my rifle has a comb over or something. I need a little, so, you know what I mean? I just feel like my rifle needs Blue Chew or something. Non-sponsored ad, by the way. But all right, let me see if I can get something down and wrap around the barrel. Let me see what I can do there. Cut off a little piece of a garbage bag. Let's see if I can't give it the old roll up. Make me a doob tube, if you will, and slide this baby on down there. If this works, I'm gonna be shocked, to be honest. Not looking good, folks, already. Please. Yeah, all right, so attempt 1 did not go clearly. Let's try that again. Let's give us a little pre-roll. Nice little pre-roll. Now, if that would just stay, and this would just do it. Get in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the trick. Past the gas block. Oh yeah. Oh, it's falling apart. Boys, we might just be spray painting the barrel on this thing as well when we do the rail. I could just take the rail off, but that's way too much work. I don't feel like it. Can I scoot it along in there? Oh yeah, get in there. Come on, baby. Give me a little mo. There we go. Give me a little mo. There we go. All right. So that's pretty much the entire barrel covered up. That way it's still nice and fresh black up in there. Go ahead and throw some tape on this just so it's not freaking just doing some trick moves, looking crazy, getting in my way. Always cover up your muzzle device anyways if you are doing this. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier about your optic. I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm sick in the head. If you do leave your optic on and you go to spray paint your rifle, just obviously make sure you tape up, the front of the glass, back of the glass, cover up your buttons for sure. And if you have, if you're doing, if you were doing like your LPVO, make sure you cover up, all your, just all your numbered markings or anything that you're gonna need, you know what I mean? Don't be an idiot, you know what I mean? Cover up the stuff that you're gonna need in the future. So, all right, let's go do this. So when I do this, I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna wipe it down with a little bit of brake clean. Reason being is it is really hot outside and it is really cold in my house. And when I came outside, it's like this whole rifle was like condensated and wet. And I've also shot this thing a few times, so it might be oily. It is still like a new gun too, so just oily in general. And also, I have really oily freaking skin. So me just touching this thing, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go crazy on it or anything, but you know what I mean? I'll just give it a little bit of something, you know. I don't even preferably like my paint jobs to be perfect. That's kind of the point of it, you know what I mean? I like them to look a little scummy, if you will. That's kind of the beauty of the spray painted rifle, is they just look kind of gnarly. And that's the point. Do whatever you want to do, no matter what. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for just a second. And in the meantime, I'm gonna shake all my cans up. I got some, well, there that went. I got some Krylon Camouflage Olive, non-reflective. So I got me some of that. I got some flat black. I got some dark truffle brown that I found in the garage. Everything flat. Don't do nothing that's not flat. Don't do satin unless you want to look like a weirdo. Just flat. So first, I am going to, oh my God, first one's always the toughest. I'm just gonna make some general stripes off this thing. Golly, this is tough. All right, here we go. Now next to that, I'm gonna take my green and kind of just blast on one side of the black, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Give it a little test. Ha-ha. That's good. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna let that just simmer for a minute. Let's let that marinate. Not for too long though, because we can't have stuff coming out real nice and stuff. So I got this mesh stuff, and I ripped this off of the back of a beach chair. I like to use this, and I'm just gonna lay it over, and the parts that I sprayed black, I'm gonna take the green and kind of shoot this mesh over the black with the green. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the black. Picking up what I'm putting down here, a little alternation station going on. Not a whole lot, you ain't gotta go crazy. Just a little bit, just a little spank, spank. That's it. And I'm not gonna lie, that already looks pretty sick. Now you can take your mesh off of it and see what you got. Now I'd like a little bit of a sping bang right there, but I'm gonna come in with the brown out of nowhere. We'll test and give it that with the brown. Yeah, that's straight heat. Pure gas. All right, so let's let that dry, and we'll come back and we'll do the other side. Actually, here's a little of what we got going on right now. Told you it looks bad to the bone. It's just scary to do off rip, you know what I mean? You got a nice piece and you're like, I'm about to freaking Rust-Oleum this thing? What the hell? But anyways, all right, let's flip this thing over. Let's do the other side. Honestly, you can even kind of take it, kind of rub this around a little bit, take a little bit off, give you a little battle worn look, you know what I mean? To be honest, rather than doing this, you should really just go shoot the dang thing. Give it the look yourself. But whatever. No, I'm saying. I'm kind of put these, you know what I mean? We're just having fun out here, all right? So freaking chill out, everybody. Freaking relax. We're just having fun, doing whatever the hell we want. You know what some people could call this? Retard maxing. It's exactly what we're doing. Freaking retard maxing. Really hope that doesn't get me banned. YouTube probably doesn't like that. I don't really care. Yeah, dude. That looks sick. Looks freaking bad to the bone, dude. All right. Let's go ahead and peel our tape off of it. Let's see what we got. You always want to peel the tape off when the paint is still, you know, semi-wet. That way the paint doesn't stick to your tape, and then you peel the paint off with it. Like, that really matters, considering I just literally like scuffed it up on purpose, you know what I'm saying? So it's all on you. All right, peel the butt pad off. That's good. Trigger. Trigger. And this is what we're left with. This is what we're left with. Just a toughened up look. Probably could have hit a little more back there, but it don't need to be perfect. Oh yeah, let's peel this off. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's gonna look sick. All right, so now that's painted in. I love this thing so much. This is sick. All right, let's go kit it back out. So post spray paint. Now I'm sitting here looking at this orange T2, and I'm looking at the Mark 1 drying out there. And I'm like, man, the green EOTech would be sick on that with the, you know, the little FDE Unity riser on it. That'd be pretty cool, but should I just take the castle mount, rattle can it to match, and put the orange T2 on it? It'd be kind of ignorant, right? Kind of sick. None of this stuff matters, but looking cool does matter, all right? So, and I mean, in the meantime, I don't have the riser for the EOTech anyways, so what's the harm in just rattle canning the castle mount and using the orange T2 to put up there for now? And if I like it, it might just stay there. And then I got a spare EOTech, and I know just what I would do with that too. So don't worry, that wouldn't go forgotten. All right, I'm gonna go rattle can this castle mount real quick. We're gonna use that orange T2 for the time being. I'm not gonna film that. You already know what rattle can looks like. Plus, it's a thing is freaking micro size. Take me 2 seconds. So we'll be back when everything's dry and we'll put it back together. All right, dude, I think it looks sick. Whatever. If you don't like it, screw you guys. You do whatever you want with your own pieces. All right. Now this right here is 1000% the most difficult part. Getting these stupid little screws. What size is that tip? First try. How you doing? I'll probably make a little time lapse here in a couple of places, just so I'm not killing you. Let's get these in here. I've decided on, for the meantime, this will look sick. I don't think I'm gonna put it on there right now. I'm gonna wait for my little riser. That way it's just, I don't have to pop it off and take it off and do this and that again. Just like I'm doing with this, because I'm gonna take it off, put it on, and do all this and that. But I think it's gonna look sick in the meantime. Know what I mean? I mean, kind of funky with the orange, but whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Camo or, whatever, dude. Like I said, we just having fun, so everybody just chill out. So let's get that piece put back on down. Let's go ahead and thread these in loose. We need to get out and go shoot is what we really need to do, but golly, is it hot out there. It is 498 degrees down here in Florida right now, and 4,000,000% humidity. Like, it is ungodly out there. Absolutely tough. All right, put our optic back on there. I like to put mine up near the front of the receiver. Get on there. There you go. Get them hand tight. Put your handy device in your other handy device. And just so you know, my hands are 100% calibrated for these torque specs. I mean, I don't need no fancy tools. I mean, I'm a professional torquer. Yeah, that feels about right there. Yeah, that feels about right there. All right, there's that. Let's get our light back on here. This is one of my absolute least favorite parts on the planet, is getting these M-LOK to sit right again. Because they never want to freaking, but what are you gonna do? Key mod, M-LOK, they all have their thing, you know what I mean? I'm just happy to have it, I guess you could say. Tell me that went on that's that easy.
No way, right? They sure did. She's perfect in there. Well, I'll be hot danged. I don't know if I'm happy that I left the light the way it was. I think I kind of am. Give it a little bit of contrast, you know what I mean? A little bit of, hey, how you doing? And then I'm on this Unity fast button. I love these things. It keeps my hand in like a neutral position. I don't have to reach for it or anything. But I like to, I don't know, you know, these cables are pretty tough, but given on these Mark 1s, these rails are cut out for your cable management. I love that, by the way. I tuck that cable right back underneath it and run it right through like that. And I like to have this right up here at the very front. That looks sick. And then you take your wrap. I am definitely gonna not let that show because that is some corny looking camo right there. So I don't have much black left though, so I'll, you know, do a little bit of wrap with this. Shabbat. All right, so that is a wrap on today's swipping and swapping. We got the spray painted Mark 1 back in action. Let's get it complete. Got the Hux 556 Ti on there. I mean, what do you think? Let's get the lighting a little bit better. What are we thinking? I think it looks absolutely sick. Probably gonna make me shoot twice as good. If I do say so myself, I love it. So we got that spray painted, that's done. We got the tan T2 on top of the Super Duty, shitting on top of the Nat Force. I think we're looking good. I think that is gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate you watching. If you stayed all the way to the end, like I said before, leave me a comment. Which one do you like better? Did you like it straight Knight's tan? Do you like it spray painted? Did you like the orange dot on top of the Night Force and keep the tan over there and like it like that better? Or did you like it like this better? I don't know, but I think it looks sick. I'm probably gonna go shoot later this weekend. I'll film a video about that. Show you my much tighter groups now that it's spray painted. You're gonna see it literally improves your shooting. It's a cheat code. Don't tell anybody, I told you. But anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Tell me it sucks. Tell me you love it. Tell me whatever the hell you want. See ya.
Hey. Hey. Yeah. Put the team on my back. Never fold, never crack. The wolf always roll with a